Yeah, I'm not going to go all crazy with lighting effects inside the bar at all. So, but maybe actually get able to get away with that with just a nice layer of gradients or some junk.
Hello.
Hey, there you are.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. No, trust me, we've all been having technical issues. Demarcus, I don't think you and Chris have ever been on a chat together yet.
Mhm.
As
Uh,
far as we know.
as far as we know, yes. Demarcus Hill, voice extraordinaire. Meet Christopher Cartledge,
What's up,
illustrator,
Chris?
animator.
Good to meet you.
What's
I've heard a lot
good to
about
meet you. I hope it's all good.
you. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all are part of my A team, my Justice League and or Super Friends.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, this is what you can see is Chris working on the Werefoot. Had the
Hmm.
concept of doing werewolf meets Bigfoot, and I think even the initial thought was that we're going to have the feet, be huge like Big Feet, but it made more sense to give him Bigfoot's head and give him the wolf's legs and everything, because the whole thing is giving that feel of what the heck is he?
Hmm.
Um, Also, what we were talking, Chris and I were talking yesterday in the design of him, that his whole right side is kind of robotic, which allows us to, and hopefully Toon Boom won't kick us, and I'll explain that in a second. Um, because pretty much during, if you caught the script, uh, Camper cuts his arm off. And because he's got a robot arm, we can have like sparks and stuff like that versus blood and gore. So, um,
How does she cut her? How does she cut his arm off? What I mean, is it like a lightsaber?
um, well, honestly, she'll probably because her hand will switch from the puppet to I don't know, it'll be one of the weapons, but it's my goal is you'll maybe see her switch to that weapon and the what actually happens you don't see. It's almost cutting to the bartender and he's
Okay.
reacting
Okay.
and you hear the effect of the arm being severed and you hear the bounty guy screaming at the same time like ah!
Okay.
So yeah, and then the next shot you see Camper kind of walking out. She's dragging him behind and got his arm over her shoulder.
Mhm. Uh, why not have if it's his whole right side? Why not have his hand that way too, and make it comical, sort of like make it like a. This is gonna be weird. I'm just saying. Is the character design solid? Is it finalized?
Sort of, and I'll explain. Part of the fun part of this one is it's not that we made it up to be this crazy hectic, but typically I would want to spend about 2 or 3 weeks knocking this out.
Hmm.
But we're knocking it out in a matter of days.
Hmm.
So with that being said, for the most part, yes.
No,
There's
I'm not talking about anything drastic. It's just his right hand. You said his whole right side was cybernetic.
Mhm.
His right hand is that I would is there a story behind that or
I don't know. That's Chris put left it there, and I was like, hey, that's cool.
okay. Okay. Because if you look at it again, yeah, his left shoulder looks like it's cybernetic too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's part of his what's the word I'm looking for? Armor.
Okay. Okay.
Part of it's the suit, part of it's the I don't know. But he's and then like I said, we haven't even, I think we had started on he's doing like trafficking or whatever, but we can almost assume that his implants aren't necessarily legal.
Okay.
Going to the local chop shop. But yeah, where was that talking? Oh yeah. So in theory, because again, I don't want to. Actually, once bartender's done, camper's done, your next, unless I'm wrong, your next thing is just the not just, but the bar. So I'm thinking 4 layers, if that. Shoot, hold on. Let me actually make sure I'm telling you what I'm thinking. Words.
What we could do is, if you do 4, you talking about like background, foreground, middle ground, that type of layer?
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get a layer here.
We could do a couple of stools, in the foreground that you can kind of go past,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they may get knocked down, that type of thing. One of them.
So our camera, what is it? Words. Top view. Why am I forgetting how the camera is? Okay, so we got the background of the bar, and we got, let's see, we got bartender, we've got camper, we've got the, what's his face? Bounty. And so yeah, if there's 2 more layers here and here. Does that make any sense?
It'd be cool if you had maybe some stools or even like a table with 2 aliens sitting there, drinking, and you go by them. I got plenty of time, bro.
Are you joking with me?
I'm joking about the time, but I do like the idea of having 2 aliens drink.
I like that too, but here's the fun part. The fun part is this is knocked out. The release is on Thursday.
I could do that by Thursday.
Yes, I'm sure you could do it.
You trying to get this done by Thursday? Is what you're saying?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Chris,
Scratch Saturday.
Huh?
Scratch Saturday.
Okay. Chris, I know you can get it done by Thursday. My whole thing is, hold on. Let me look at what is our. Okay. Let's see. It is the last thing that I'm doing. Because I'm building the shot.
Okay.
So in theory, let's see, what are we doing? Where's my lip sync? Lip sync is actually in the last chapter. So even if, yes, that's what we can do. If you shoot me roughs, if you say like, hey, this is what this is going to be, and say about that version, then I can go ahead and still build the shot and animate it.
Okay.
And cleanup can actually get to me in theory as late as Wednesday. Worst case scenario.
Okay.
What is that?
Nothing.
Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
No, he was coughing. He was sneezing, coughing.
Yeah.
He was sloughing. There it is again. Damn allergies.
It is cold and flu season.
All right. What are you doing?
That's
the heck are you?
There's the alien sitting at the table.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'll do.
Well, the cool part
You
is...
know what would be funny, though, Chris?
What's
To
that?
have it look like the body was another glass. So he's drinking out of a glass, and whatever he's drinking is going into another glass. But that's really his alien body. That would be funny.
Yeah.
The cool part is because of between the bone and curve deformers, we can actually get a lot of movement, even if the character's only 1 or 2 layers. The other thing is, we can do even more than that, depending on if you want to. Because I saw something the other day where there are 2 guys talking in the background, and I thought, how brilliant is that? Because their lip sync doesn't have to really make any sense, you know?
Yeah.